A man won an $800 jackpot from a scratch-off, but unexpectedly, the next second, his good buddy pushed him right off the rooftop because when faced with the enormous sum of $800, friendship meant absolutely nothing. Just as Curly bent down to pick up the scratch-off from the ground, the man who wasn't quite dead suddenly grabbed a knife and viciously slashed Curly's leg. This pissed Curly off so bad, he grabbed the iron bar nearby and sent the man straight to God. However, after committing murder, Curly remained remarkably calm. He found a cart and transported the man's body to a large truck parked across the street. He then pried open the truck's cargo compartment and tossed both the body and the murder weapon inside. Afterwards, he went back to clean up the crime scene. He picked up the knife that had wounded him, washed it clean with water, and returned it to its original position. After finishing everything, he returned to the rooftop and quietly observed the truck's movements. When the truck driver discovered the body in the cargo compartment, he was scared shitless. Just as the driver was preparing to flee, Curly's anxious heart finally relaxed. But unexpectedly, in the next moment, the driver suddenly turned the truck around and drove straight to the gas station where Curly worked, dumping the body in the gas station's trash bin. But the truck driver didn't know that his actions had been captured by the gas station's surveillance cameras. Seeing this, Curly had a brilliant idea. This guy actually picked up the phone and called the police, claiming he had just witnessed a murder, perfectly framing the truck driver for the man's death. After receiving the report, the police arrived at the scene in just 3 days and arrested the truck driver. Subsequently, Curly went to the lottery shop and bought a scratch-off. Then, when the clerk wasn't paying attention, he secretly swapped it with the winning scratch-off and successfully claimed the enormous prize of $800. But just when he thought his plan was foolproof, Charlie and her detective brain caught on to something. She learned from the lottery shop clerk that the man came to the shop every day to buy a scratch-off, and each time he would use the shop's lucky coin to scratch it. Curly, on the other hand, had no habit of buying scratch-offs, yet he won the jackpot on his very first purchase. This couldn't help but raise suspicions that Curly's scratch-off actually belonged to the man. Moreover, the surveillance footage only captured the driver disposing of the body, which wasn't enough to prove the driver was the murderer. So she began investigating Curly. Learning that the gas station rooftop was Curly's territory, she hurried there to look for clues. She actually found the lucky coin the man used for scratching lottery tickets, which further confirmed her suspicion that Curly had killed the man out of greed for the prize money. However, faced with Charlie's deduction, Curly acted dismissively and arrogantly told Charlie to call the police if she had evidence. Because he knew all the nearby surveillance cameras were just for show, only the gas station's camera worked. But what he forgot was that many large trucks would park near the gas station, and each truck was equipped with a dash cam. In fact, Charlie had already contacted the drivers who had parked near the gas station that night, and the dash cam footage had clearly captured Curly's entire crime. Faced with irrefutable evidence, Curly gave up resisting. He had killed his best friend over a mere $800. Now, it was too late for regrets. With the arrival of the police, what awaited him would be the severe punishment of the law.